When you think of self-care, you almost always associate self-care with women. Because of our masculinity, I believe there's a societal expectation that when we take care of others, it's up to us to figure out how we take care of ourselves. As leaders, we're expected to make sure everyone else is good. I'm a man, I get it. It's important to make sure our families and communities are taken care of. We can't leave ourselves out though. We have to develop a self-care routine. It's the oxygen mask on the plane. Men, you have to make sure you're cared for physically, spiritually, and psychologically, just as you try to care for others. There are times when we can get deeply involved with work, deeply involved with family, that we forget about taking care of ourselves. Sure, we might hit the bar with the guys, but we're still walking around with what seems like the weight of the world on our shoulders. Having a self-care routine is crucial to becoming the most confident, amazing dude that walks the face of the earth. That's who you are. Now, let's take the time to make sure you're good so you can show it to the rest of the world. Number 1, routine health maintenance. This is where we often fall short, fellas. Take the time to check in with your primary care physician regularly. Make sure you're doing your follow-up checks as required. If you're taking prescribed medicine, learn about the medication and what you need to do to follow your doctor's orders. I know for some of us, this tip already applies without even saying, but for many men, we will wait until something is wrong to visit a doctor. Maintenance is key. Anything mechanical that you own has to be maintained. Even a Tesla will need tires and brakes to be checked out and replaced at some point. The same thing applies to these bodies that we were given. Everyone needs to follow a maintenance health regimen. This is all about self-care, right? So maintain those things that you might forget or purposely ignore, like going to the dentist, going to the chiropractor or physical therapist. If you see anything that could be better or something that's about your skin that might be different, make an appointment to see a dermatologist. Your PCP will direct you to specialists often when necessary and make sure to follow up with those schedules. We can avoid so many problems and live amazing, healthy lives if we remember to put in the maintenance where necessary. Number 2, take some time for yourself. Listen, me time is a real thing. Even for my extroverts out there, we all need some me time. There are times when it's relaxing with a book, listening to your favorite jazz album, walking on a trail, or simply watching the waves crash against the beach. Everyone needs time to themselves to get to know themselves. When we spend time alone, we allow our creative juices to flow, or sometimes we just may need a moment to shut off all the devices and shut out the world to remove the noise. Whatever it looks like for you, make it a point to take that time for yourself. When you get in a routine of being by yourself for a period of time, you'll notice you often come back to the world reinvigorated. There's something about being alone with your thoughts that invites reflection, creativity, energy, and peace into your space. Men, we need to get the time to unwind or get creative so that we can reconnect and bring new ideas and a fresh new mindset into play. It's worth noting that sometimes taking time to yourself could be a 5-minute recharge or sitting in your car with your eyes closed and nothing in the world on your mind. It could also look like a 20-minute nap or dropping the kids off at practice while you go grab a coffee and work on your next book. It could be a solo weekend getaway at a retreat with a massage schedule and some skiing, maybe on the bunny slopes. I'll leave the Black Diamond Hills to you OGs. Whatever it looks like for you, please be consistent and dedicated to making sure there's time exclusively for yourself. Number 3, grooming. Right before I get into number 3, in case you don't know where you landed, but you're enjoying the content, welcome to my channel, The Confident Charismatic, where we talk about charisma, confidence, and winning at life. If you're digging the message, like, subscribe, definitely comment on what self-care is important to you. Number 3 is important, gentlemen. I'll see you in 6 seconds to talk about it. Let's get it. I know I'm not alone when I say I literally feel different when I walk out of the shop with a fresh new cut. Listen, you have to make sure your hair is on point. It makes you feel like more of yourself. The same with your beard, your goatee, or your mustache. Whatever facial hair you have, keep it looking fresh. Each time you look in the mirror, you'll appreciate how much it highlights your facial features and makes you look like the best version of you. Don't stop there though. I know everyone hasn't done this, but getting a manicure and a pedicure is not just for women anymore. Can I be honest? Can I keep it all the way 100? I didn't understand the hoopla on the mani-pedi thing when I was growing up. Everyone trying to go to the salon to do what I thought at 8 years old I could do with a red marker and some nail clippers, right? Of course, there's a bit more to it than that, but here's the thing about getting your nails and feet hooked up. It's more about the relaxation of the moment than the result. The result is important. I'm sure there are some ladies out there screaming at the screen right now about to curse me out about that time someone broke her nail and tried to charge her for the full set anyway. Women have it figured out, bruh. Taking a moment to put your feet in some warm water and let the nail tech make your feet feel 1,000 times better is worth the 45 minutes, bruh. Now they have massage chairs too. Grooming is essential to self-care. And remember, it's all about the experience. Number 4, hang out with the fellas. We already hang out when we can, but I'm talking about taking some time to get away. I'm a golfer, so I've done a few golf trips with the fellas, which are an amazing time. One of the great things about getting away with your crew is that you can take the time and space to talk about whatever it is you want to discuss. No restrictions, no being rushed home. It's just a time to relax, chill, and talk about the things we enjoy, what we're struggling with, how we can help each other, or simply enjoy the experience. It doesn't matter what age you are, make some time to get out with the fellas and spend some time away. When you get away, you often find that what you really needed was the space to be yourself with no obligations, no commitments, and no complaints. The biggest obligation you might have could be your tea time or what time a concert begins. Spending time with friends is what I refer to as unrestricted airspace. It's like a breath of fresh air. My guys who have done this know what I'm talking about. If you haven't taken a guy's trip, make sure you take the time to do so. My man, you'll be glad you did. Number 5, exercise. Okay, so number 5 could have been eat healthy and exercise, but I wanted you to keep watching, so I went with exercise. Everything is automated these days. We live such sedentary lifestyles that we can work for an entire day, become so busy that we never eat or move, and all of a sudden we realize we've sat in the same chair looking at a screen for 9 hours straight. We have to move. Our bodies are designed to move. If we don't use them, we will lose them. Find whatever you like to do. Make sure you like it and do that. For me, I like to walk. I try to get in about 4-ish miles every day. What do you enjoy? Do you enjoy hiking? How about working out? Back in the day, I'd stay in shape simply by playing basketball a couple hours a day, 2 or 3 times a week. If you love to hoop, get out and do that. Tennis, even golf will help you stay in shape. Always keep this in mind. The self-care is how the movement gives you energy to do all the other things you love to do. Have you ever done a workout, super tired, sweating like Shaq, and you suddenly realize not long after it's over, you have more energy than you did before? It's crazy how that cycle works, right? Exercise gives us energy for more exercise, which gives us more energy, and on and on and on. It's a cycle you want to stay on your entire life. However you choose to exercise, cycling, swimming, walking, running, whatever that looks like for you, ultimately, it's honoring and caring for yourself and your body. When you think about it, your self-care routine requires all of these things and possibly more. If you decide today that you haven't been taking care of yourself the best way possible, you can start with these 5 tips and it will change your life drastically for the better. Self-care isn't just for women, it's for all of us. If you want to be a better leader, better boyfriend, better husband, or just a better man while you're out in these dating streets, create a self-care routine with your well-being at the center. It is going to deliver immense results. you'll notice that self-care enhances who you are, how you show up each and every day, and it's in direct alignment with charisma becoming your superpower.